Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. Feels like I haven't been in front of a camera in like a decade. Anyways, good day everyone. Today I am going to be going over some books that I bought in the last 3 months. So I thought about doing these like quarterly book hauls. I did one video back in the first quarter of this year. So that video covered January, February, and March, all the books that I bought during that time. So this video is going to cover April, May, and June. So the second quarter of this year. So yeah, I thought it would be a cool idea to do quarterly book haul videos. Let me know what you think down in the comments, if you think that's a good idea, or if you have like a better idea or anything. Maybe I'll create like a poll or something as well. I'm also creating another YouTube channel. This channel is called Pull the Thread, and it's just gonna be like a bunch of random facts about history, science, mysteries, just a whole bunch of random stuff. So if that's something that you're interested in, I'll put the link to that channel in the description below. So anyways, let's get to it, shall we? I got them all piled here and I'm just gonna pick them randomly. So this one I kind of showed in another video. I don't exactly remember when I got this, but I'm pretty sure it was within this quarter. It's the first 3 books of the Mistborn series. I know this is like the original series, the first 3 books are, and then there's like a second era of books. Altogether there's like 7 Mistborn books, I guess. You let me know. I'm not exactly sure, but I have the first 3 books. I just been hearing a lot about it and I'm very excited to read it. I do not know exactly when I will get to this series. My backlog of books is, a lot. So we shall see. So Mistborn is by Brandon Sanderson. I haven't read any of his books, but I really want to. I've just been hearing some incredible things about them. I can struggle sometimes with fantasy, but I do crave to read more of it, so I will get to it sometime. The next book series that I got as a gift from Milady is the Red Rising series by Pierce Brown. Yeah, she actually started reading the first book, but again, this is a series that I heard a lot about and just really want to read it. So I'm going to get to it sometime. Who knows when, but I will, because I'm quite eager to hear it. I don't know a whole lot about it, just like I don't know a whole lot about Mistborn, but I heard it's kind of like the Hunger Games in space. I tend to not really look into books that much just because I don't want to spoil myself. So the next book I got is a classic, 1984 by George Orwell. I haven't read this before, but it's a classic, everyone knows it, so I just feel like I'm kind of missing out. And also, I've been really wanting to read a lot more classics. So I got a whole shelf over there and up on the top of a lot of classic books that I need to get reading. So maybe I'll do like a classic books reading challenge or something, where I just try to read all my classic books within a time period. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Comment down below if you want to see me try to push and read all my classic novels. Speaking of classics, The Count of Monte Cristo. Look at this behemoth. How many pages? So this one is like, it's over 1,200 pages. I really want to read it though. A booktuber that I follow closely, Ian Gubeli, he read this book and it just made me want to read it even more. Ian, if you're watching, look what you have done. Alright, This next book, I really like how it looks. I heard about this book before I got it, but I was gonna actually borrow it from the library until I went to the bookstore and saw it. And then I was like, I want this. It is Between Two Fires by Christopher Buehlman. I mean, look at this. That's just really cool. Come on now. This is like a historical horror novel. I'm not gonna read the whole blurbs for these books. I sometimes skim them, but I know some people that just really don't want to hear a lot about a book. They like to go in blind, just like a lot of people like to go in blind to watch movies. So, I struggle to debate whether I should read blurbs or not. If you do want to hear them, comment below. And if you don't want to hear them, also comment below so that I can see how many do want to hear and how many don't want to hear. The next book I have is one that I feel like a lot of people have not heard of. I feel like all the books that I've gone through so far, I think most people have heard of them. But this one, possibly not. It's called Gallows Hill by Darcy Coates. This is a horror novel. It's like set in a family's property, estate. It's like talking about horrors of her past, confronting those. But I got this because I'm writing a novel right now, and I was told that I should read at least like 20 books that are similar to the novel that I want to write. So that's why you might be seeing me reading a lot of like horror and psychological thrillers and stuff like that within the next few months, because that's what I'm writing. That's why it might be a while until I get to these fantasy series, because I'm trying to get through these other more important books first. So yeah, but Gallows Hill, it has a good rating, so definitely check it out if you like horror. The next book I got, The Parade of Horrors by Matt Dinniman. Of course I got this. I have the whole series. I don't know if you can see it. Not all of them are there, but I do own all 8 books now. I'm on book 3. I know in my past videos I was saying how I wanted to try to finish the series before the 8th book came out, but things happened. And yeah, so I barely did any reading this past month, and I feel icky about it. I really need to do something about that. The last book I got is a nonfiction book that probably a lot of you don't really care about. Stand Firm and Act Like a Man by Joby Martin. So I got this off of Temu for free. And I don't know, I think it's just kind of fascinating how people talk about how men should be and how women should be. I'm not saying that I necessarily agree with what these books say, so I'm not afraid to read controversial books. I have another book on gender and men, how men should act, a more controversial book than this. Yeah, there's a warning label on that book that says like, if you're sensitive, then burn this book, something like that. And I'm like, already the cover alone is controversial. So I read a little bit of that book and I was like, this guy kind of already contradicted himself with what he's saying. I'm gonna do a whole video on these books, on this book and the other book. So those are all of the books that I got for this quarter. Right now I'll kind of tell you what I'm reading. I am reading Tender is the Flesh. I'm also reading Ein Hollow. I feel like a lot of people haven't heard of that book either. I don't think a lot of people have heard of Ein Hollow, but I will tell you that I like it a lot more than Tender is the Flesh. And then I'm also reading book 3 of the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, Dungeon Anarchist Cookbook, right? And then I will try to finish up Somewhere Beyond the Sea by TJ Klune sometime. I'm not liking it as much as The House in the Cerulean Sea. You know, it's still good. So let me know down below if you guys have read any of these books, or if you have them as on your shelf but you haven't read them, if any of them are on your TBR list. But yeah, anyways, thank you for watching all the way through. If you did, I'm gonna hopefully have another video out this weekend. Maybe even 2 videos, we'll see. It really depends on my time and everything. But yeah, anyways, I need to get prepared to take my cat to the vet. So I am going to end it on this. Until next time, keep happy, keep healthy,